I'm now presenting you the reference 2499 second series from the late 50s, coming from the Jean-Claude Biver collection. Even though I'm not a specialist in every other collecting field, I've picked up the notion over the last few years that in every field there's certain pieces that are just a definition of quality, a definition of what the pinnacle is in that field. For example, just casually amongst car collectors, 250 short wheelbase, just that number and the sequence of words is like setting you and your collection here. That is what it is all about, the very best. And I sincerely believe that 2499 second series is all the way up there. It's sort of the second family of perpetual counter chronographs made by Patek Philippe following the first decade of production of reference 1518. And I believe to many, including myself, the second series ticks every box. It is, in terms of size, the sort of chunkiest, the most masculine in terms of its proportions and the round pushers. But it does no longer feature the elegant Arabic numerals of the first generation, but those very typical faceted hour markers and very masculine Dauphine hands. When Jean-Claude Biver bought this watch at auction a decade ago, already back then the world was in agreement that this had to be the best preserved example of the second series. And I'd love to show you a few details. The dial. It is absolutely rare to find patina that is so subtle that you have to look for it, but then you see that it's there and gives you all the confidence that this is a 60-plus-year-old watch that has never been restored. And look at the lugs. 2499, whatever series, lives and breathes with the faceted lugs here, with that little channel, the step here, the satin finish and the hallmarks at the tips. This watch is very likely unpolished, and I think very is an understatement. That not only is this a watch that is at the pinnacle of all brands, all models combined, but in terms of quality can compete with any other 2499. This watch is probably one of the very few watches that if you were a lucky collector who had to restrict himself and make it a one-watch collection, I think that watch could survive very easily decades with you, as it is aesthetically, mechanically, historically, and still even from the wearability point of view, a 10 out of 10 in every discipline.